Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome all of you back to this Sunday afternoon, where, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we are in the process of cleaning up this room. Now, there's a lot. I've done this since about 1:30 this afternoon. We are exactly 2 hours into this cleanup, and there's certain things that I was kind of like want to adjust on my workspace, as well as get some stuff either in the garbage can downstairs, as well as just some things I just put into the loft up there, so that. Oh, and by the way, also, in case you haven't seen this before, I know the photo isn't exactly great, but that was me when I was about 14 years old, and unfortunately, the photograph may have been a little bit teared somewhat, but that there is the late great Cheick Tiote. I even got like an autographed sort of like picture of him as well. This is right back when I was like still really into football, and there you are. That's just me when close to about, what was that, 8 years ago when that was taken? Right, anyway, sorry guys, where was I? A few things I've gotten rid of. Now, one thing my parents and that complain about is that the state of this back wall literally is just about wasted, because it's just miscellaneous stuff. So what I'm going to do is this. Take my chair, and one of the first big problems you'll notice immediately is that there's little room to actually move stuff about. So let me see what I can try first. Come on, Rage, think what you're going to do. There's actually a lot more space in my closet now, because there were some things I've had it out. So I've got like a carrier, a bin in that where I can put extra rubbish in. My entire bed is just like completely covered in ties, socks, underwear. Just stuff just so I can like figure out where to redistribute it. So first, I'll tell you what. There's an entire there's at least 3 shelves here I can designate for stuff like here. First, my Ichigo half mask. Could put that to one side. I also apparently got a wig cap, which is supposed to go for all the wigs I own as well. So Ichigo Koizaki wig, the Bandmade wig, or basically Ozzy Osbourne circa 1983, as I like to call it. Nobody else does. And there's my Chica mask from Love Is War, with the little bow and everything. That's really cute. So I wonder exactly. Like, no question, ladies and gentlemen, do women, I know, depending whether or not women actually watch this channel or not is a big question, but why do women like having long hair? Because it seems like it would take hours to dry it, and then, well, it's going to get messed up again anyway. Exactly. So there's at least 3 wigs here, and I'll get these into a. I'm a genius. I'll use the bag here. Okay, so I'm gonna try and my best to not mess these up, but unfortunately it's not gonna be the easiest thing to do. So sorry, Chica, you're gonna have to go to the bottom of the bin here, the bag. These aren't getting thrown away. Osborne. And the strawberry itself. Wig cap, and that can go in there. So there's other little miscellaneous or here as well. I think I got these when I was on that cruise. I don't know whether it was either Mexico or actually I'm pretty sure I must have got these in Mexico, because these are sort of Lucha Libre, so deals or just stuff that, like a Walmart star just couldn't sell in the end. So I don't know if these things can even still fit me. So Well, they do still fit me, and yeah. Yeah, well, what's up? Okay, well, it's gonna be a few more hours than that before it's finished. Cool. These things literally, and what I was about to say is that the hairs on my beard actually poke out on the bottom here as well, so whip, whip. That was nearly 6 years ago when I got those. Jesus. And there's like the only other little bit of like fancy garb here was this like Day of the Dead sort of mask here. I think I got that in Mexico as well, along with Rastachu. Which, can't quite remember, what did I get also again? Here, there's a... Oh, that's an old book from my bank. A little book of big savings, Weatherspoons. All of these things are probably out of date. Let me see. Voucher valid to expired 2019. Now, there's no point in keeping that. So... I'll put like my makeup stuff in that at the bottom here. I'll tell you what, actually, I'll keep that to one side just for the moment. These two books can definitely go up on the shelf up there. It's not necessarily the safest thing in the world to do it like this, but there you are. Oh, Nelly. Right. Well, like some of these are little like notebooks and that I'll definitely places to store them. There's one there. A book about self-confidence. An old highway code circa 1988. That was something my dad got us. A little book for dates. Another book, Squash and Stretch. This must have been before I started university, 5 years ago. One that goes even further back than that. Most of the notes I must have like taken out. Some of us are just kind of like. This was also one that I made for Paula down south. Completely forgotten I made that. I think she was on some sort of like skiing trip, I think. And finally there's another little notebook with just J written on the front of it. Very nice. So there is quite a bit of space. Now what else next? I suppose some of these caps and that could go as well. So Saint Lucia, put that somewhere. Hanzo, and just a black one. I'll put the Saint Lucia one somewhere. Dragon hungers. course, this hair will basically be gone by tomorrow anyway, so there's that to look forward to. So, right, okay, caps. I put them in my makeup stuff as well, just something to like, put on top. In fact, actually, you know what? While I'm here, there's other stuff as well that needs like the scarf. There's a little beanie in that of the Czech Republic. There we go. Just fits in there nicely. So. Right, down there's other little bits of like junk. I'll tell you what, I'll go through like all the junk that I have at the bottom here and see if I still need it. Some of these are like art that I did several years ago. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to need at least half of it. So let's see. This is actually the receipt for my computer. I'm going to need a hold of that. Stick that in this little box I got up here. Right, let's see the first one. Oh, I'm gonna... These are like notes for like book stuff and that I've made years ago. I'll keep a hold of that, but I'll tell you what, so I'm gonna like... These are actual like notes and that I made for movies and that I was gonna react to. I can get rid of that. That's like sort of like a mock sort of write for something for an essay. I don't really need that. Just a curious little bit of artwork involving like lines and that. I don't really need that. Shirt designs. I'll tell you what, I'll keep a hold of this one. That's a nice little device there I had. It's all this dust in that, it builds up over time. Just an old design of mine, I can keep a hold of that. Again, more stuff in that I wrote, but I can't remember exactly why I wrote it, and kind of lost the point to what the reason was. Notes for some other shit I did a few years ago. Now this is actually quite interesting, is that like templates for like storyboards I wrote a number of years ago. I could definitely make use of that, that's for certain. It's a little bit like bent in that. I think this is A3 paper, yeah it is. Right. So, let me think. A3 I could probably just like put on the side of my thing here. Oh, just fits like a glove. So, put the rest of these papers in the box up here. Sooner or later I'm gonna have to think about what I'm gonna do in there. Right, okay, so space up there. What I was trying to actually get done is that I'll show you exactly what I'll do, because I could do this part next. This is my dairy milk mug that's got a whole bunch of like pens in that, because I'm trying to like keep art supplies in that in one little spot, but it's kind of like not enough. So I'll take this, which is just a £1 for what's basically a third of a for Pringles. So take the lid off. There's another like, yeah there is. Pack of fine line drawing pens here, so I'm gonna I'm gonna have to sort of like maneuver my way out of my own room just to get a pair of scissors, just to get into these. We're back gonna take. Can't even get through the bloody door. Yeah, I'm such a multitaskerist is that I even have stuff like that in the background. So, let's see. 0.5, 0.2, 0.03, 0.8, and brush. Never been opened, and that looks just some barrier you can get anywhere. So I'll tell you what. I'm gonna take the all the rest of the points, the 0.1s, and stick them in the Pringles sort of like tin here. Everything like fits like I said, like a glove. There we are. Now that is just uncanny. So there is a bit of space cleared, and I've got rid of some just junk. Nearly sat down there for a minute. I've got about like an hour left of footage here, but I'm like dubious of this all like running over, so I'll get more of this done. There's nothing left of that. I'll tell you what, I need to, since like things are going to be opening up again on Monday anyway, I'm going to like take a picture. Oh, somebody Dialysin T topical lotion. It's sort of like stuff to tend to my acne on my back, but it's not really being like bad in that. And apparently somebody messaged me on Match.com. That's something, I suppose. So that can be chucked away. Anyway, right, okay, so what was I? Also, in case you're wondering exactly what this is that just before like lockdown began, you never know, but I think it's time to like get rid of it. Sort of like a memento of lockdown finally coming to an end. Let's think, what else? Foot stand here for my camera, but that really doesn't like need to hang around. It's just like a loose bit of garbage, really, to be honest. Let's think. Anything else on the back wall I can get rid of now? Actually, I'll tell you what, first, oh, Nelly. Door just closes. It didn't really was like a problem that before, but it's less of a problem now. I'll go through what's in these shot glasses first of all. Some of these are kind of like old microchips and that. Some of these that are completely, you know, dead. I'll probably have to consider like, you know, cleaning these properly. Sip, sip, hooray, and did someone say shots? Tiny USB sticks. Can't quite remember what's on these. Some of them are like really, really tiny storage. To what I use anyway. I need to like blow my nose. There's so much dust now. I need to sort of like think about where technically I'm going to like put these. I'll tell you what, just for now, just for the sake of like keeping them somewhere, actually, you know, cracked on that. It's something for the including my old SIM card from when I was with Virgin. Terrible service, I must say. And Richard Branson could basically just, if he could buy a rocket to the moon tomorrow and stay there, good, fair enough to him, because that isn't going to work because there's like no space. Tell you what, actually, how much I'll tell you what, I can put him in here. That's something, I suppose. Right, let's think, what else? More stuff. Remote for the boy over here. Pen cap. The lens for the. Oh, Jesus. Jeez, dealing me. This is technically like a micro SD sort of like card holder, but it's not necessarily worth keeping really that much. I've got like plenty of them anyway, so see, you know, like always come prepared. 128 gigs, that's good for at least, you know, 5 months of use. 128 gigs, another 5 months. 64 for the you see, the Ultra SanDisks are specifically for this one over here, so that's good for at least 4 or so months, I think, compared to the 128 one. Obviously going to be a lot more useful. I'll pop them on the shelf for now until I can figure out exactly where I can keep them, put them else. Where? Let's see. Damaged ruler, don't really need like 2 damaged rulers because I've got this doohickey right here. I'll keep that again where my art stuff is. There we go. Whiteboard pens. Are these like permanent ones? Drawing white tip. White tip, okay, so they're perfectly fine. I'll pop them in the dairy milk one. I'll have to keep a hold of this because that's important for a TV, I think. I'll pop them with me SanDisks and all that. Dice. I'll keep them down here until I can figure out exactly. I need to blow my nose again. It's fortunate enough the camera's like up there so you can't see me, you know, blowing snot. Ugh. Gee me. In fact, actually, I'll tell you what, I'll move my money box down there, so let's see. Right, now I'll keep this just up here for now, just so it's kind of like, not so much out of sight, out of mind, but it's just somewhere different. It's it's actually, you know, quite heavy, and there's whole pound coins in here. In fact, I'll tell you what I need to do. I need to actually make a little deposit myself. Deposit all of the change I have in here, including some old... I should probably do that as well, because I've got, like, old receipts and that I need to, like, get rid of. Right, so let's see. From my granddad's wallet, so 5, 6, 106, 156, 166, 266, 267, 270, 275, 290, 297, 302, 303, 343, 349, 369, 374, 394, 419, 424, 474, 494, 594, 595, 605, 607, 608, 609, 609, 709, 714, 764, 864, 964, 984, 994, 1004, 1004, 1005, £10.10 just in change. £10.15. Just alone is what I managed to deposit. I at one point I kind of like I try to like do that weekly since the beginning of the year, but over time it kind of just like about like 2.5 months ago I kind of like stopped doing it for whatever reason. I'm not entirely sure exactly why. I forget. I kind of like forgot to do it once, and then I never really kind of like went back to it. Whatever. It is what it is. So, what next? Money's away, so miscellaneous papers, I suppose. Some of these are actually bills, which I'll need to put away properly. There is actually some more change I need to like deposit. So it was 10, 15. Some of these about my pension. Pension. Let me think. I'll put them in the box in the closet. In fact, all of these could go in the box in the closet. I say box. There's various boxes. Boxes are great because you can put stuff in them. Right, there we go. And let's see what else, you know, change we've got to do. See, 10.15, 10.25, 10.26, 10.46, 10.49, 10.50, 10.60, 10.60, 11.10, 11.15, 11.35, 11.36, 11.56, 12.56, 13.56, 13.66, 15.68, 15.78, 15.98, 15.99, 16.39. is what I managed to deposit. There's now a lot more space. The space is actually, no word of a lie, the space is beginning to fan out quite nicely. And there's even more pens I've gotten here. And I know what you probably think to yourselves, how many pens can one person possibly use? Well, here's one anyway. So, now that there's like space really up here, I can sort of like... Actually, I've got a better idea. Space there, and I can use some of the. I can put some of my designs up here. So there's one. There's this one that's going to be a little bit tricky in that to like, because this one actually you have to use batteries for this one. Is there batteries in this one? Let me just check. No, not yet. Okay. Of course, it's got like one of these clips here, like one of those microphones, so you can just like put it in your back pocket. Okay, right, that's that. One from Zipline. I'll put it like up there, just a bit of style. Something that also I got in the mail a few weeks ago. Take that out. It's kind of like fascinating, really. Just like I should like get sponsored by some of these people. I reckon. It's I don't know. Can I like put myself up for sponsors? Well, I suppose time will tell. This is sort of like this really is kind of like the old school sort of look I had before I like moved up to the like the full sort of like shield visor. Lens there, else here, and here is like the classic really sort of the mainstream one I go for. Lovely job. Can I like stack these up on? I can sort of stack them up. Then there's also a few others here. First off, there's this a face shield. It's more. I'd say it's more like a fish tank, but although I think it was probably designed with someone who probably had a slightly smaller face. Because like my chin is like my second chin, I should say, is quite huge. Right. Put this up at the back. There we go. Put the white one at the back. Miami Vice. I don't even really know what he's supposed to call these ones. These are sort of like they make everything look really, really bright and really, really colourful. So a bit like me, to be honest. Oh dear. Pop this lamp to one side. There's like even more dust in that. Where's the oh, here it is. If I had literally any sense whatsoever, I'd probably put some like music on in the background, but these ones are literally just completely caked in dust sometimes, because you can't really like go around in the winter and wear these. It has to be like seasonal. I think that's the right word. Also, I think these were like somewhat much younger. They just about fit. They did fit. They fit alright. It's just when I take these off, you can still like see like the marks on the side of my face. I'll tell you what. Zip line can go there. Shades. Put these visors slightly near the back, just so they could like take up the wall, basically. Another like pair of the blue ones, and then so I can like keep the. Also, something nice in that it's basically something to like wipe down the glasses. The shifter, the shining ones they're technically called, which I can actually make use of these little hooks in the wall. Kind of makes you wonder why I didn't think about doing that before. There we go. These little the Ozzy Osbourne ones. Oh yeah, that's right. It's because they came for these ones. These sort of like a little bit more futuristic ones. They got sort of like a white shade consumed in like blue. I quite like them like that. It's they gave us a lovely little bag to come with. What did I do with the white? Oh, there it is. So stick that in there, and there we go. And I think there's not too much. There's a charger actually here for. I'll tell you what. I'll weave the. How practical is that? Just need to check exactly which ones came in here. Oh yeah, that's right. It's these ones, the ones that shine up white. Like I don't technically know what the English like Shinji's father was in Evangelion, but it's sort of like what this one was sort of like for. And I'll put these here. There we go. Which leaves us. There's not much like space really left up there, except for I'll hang this shirt. I can't really get into the closet again. I'll put the shirt there for a second. This is hanging by like a thread now. Where's the jet duster? A letter from Virgin. There's a box for a shirt. There's a cable for something. There's a thing here. I can't remember what it's for. Highlighters. I'll keep hold of those. Some other pens as well. So I'll take the pens out. It's kind of interesting really, because I don't really think these are going to like all fit. It's going to be a little bit of a tight squeeze. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right, I need to keep these things up here. And well, I'll tell you what, this is where I'm technically gonna like stop for now. I've kind of like done my best to clear the back wall and sort of like make it a bit more for use, and I've sort of made a job of actually, you know, I'll tell you what. Can take these down now that that's entirely clear. It means that some books can go up there, but for the most part, take these down and space here on top of the other like soundproof pads. And yeah, I think this is like a good place to stop because this is going to take quite a lot longer than I feel it might. And pen, I'll tell you what, I'll keep the triangular fine tips up here as well. And I think I'll just end it for there, and later tonight you'll see firsthand exactly the transformation of Rage HQ. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see all of you guys again later tonight.